Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to another new year in the garden. It's nice and brisk and blustery today, and but there's a blue sky, and I'm so thankful that it's not raining. Let's get started. I was watching some of my friend Gina DeLuca's videos. Her initial ones, number 15, 16, the ones where she's using the cadmium yellow light and she's getting these big poofy boulder cells, and she uses typically very, very thin paint. Y'all that have been watching me for a while know I don't typically use very, very thin paint. I like my paint thicker. I have watered down my paint a lot for me. So it's not very, very thick, but I still don't think it's as thin as Gina's. But we're going to be doing a straight pour on this today. I want to use 16 ounces of paint, which is what we need for a 20 by 20. And I want to stretch it out and get some beautiful boulder cells going in there and see what we can make something beautiful. Let me show you what we're using. That's a 20 by 20 inch gallery wrap canvas from Artist Loft. I have taped the back and put my push pins in, and I have painted my sides and edges with the leftover non-existent paint in my pot. Great use for using up what's in your container. Use a little sponge and go paint around the edges. So the colors we are using, which are so pretty today, this first one is the Folk Art Treasure Gold series in Aquamarine. And to this one I have added just what was left, maybe about half an inch in this bottle. This is also Aquamarine, but this is DecoArt Extreme Sheen, which is a known cell maker. So I have mixed those two up. Not very thick at all for me. Leaving a mound on a mound, but sinking pretty much right away. Okay, and that's the same consistency throughout everything, so I'm not going to show you the consistency on everything. I'm just going to show you the colors. So that's our Aquamarine. We have our Satin Enamels Pure White. And I think I had put a little bit of this Sargent's Acrylic Pearl Medium in this. This is leftovers from the pour I did yesterday. And we are using our paint. So we are using it again. I have thinned this one out and added water since last night. Everything today is mixed with Mix Pour. You can get your own Mix Pour from Krista. Email her at krista8974@gmail.com and she will hook you up. Great stuff. Let's see, what's next? Next one is Golden's Green Gold. Such a pretty color. Sometimes. Pretty color when it's next to turquoise, which we are using. So this one does amazing things when it's next to the turquoise. I don't care for it very, very much just out of the tub like this, but that's okay. All right, green gold. We've got some Golden's Turquoise Pthalo, which is amazing. This is like happiness in a cup. Beautiful stuff. Okay. Then we have a little bit of Paynes Grey. It is also left over. This is from when we did the blue-black iridescent straight pour. The Paynes Grey. Very pretty stuff. And then we also have my DecoArt Americana Decor Metallics in 24 karat gold. This one might be just a smidge thicker than the other ones, but that's because I don't want a gold haze on top of everything. I actually want gold cells or ribbons of gold. Okay, so what we are going to do, we're going to take this 16-ounce cup, which is how much paint we need for a 20 by 20. You multiply length times width, then divide by 28. We need 16 ounces of paint for a 20 by 20, so that's what we're going to layer. I do have some drips here to use as a flow extender. I might have to water this down just a smidge because this is still pretty thick and that's thinner. Okay, so let's see, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna start with some of this Aquamarine, just a very small amount in the bottom, because that's gonna be in the center of whatever we pour. And I'm gonna come right into the Turquoise Pthalo. And then we're going to do a little bit of green gold. Just a little bit. And then some white. And then some gold. And we're going to come in with some of the Paynes Grey. Which I may regret. I don't always like putting that next to gold, but we did it. So. Aquamarine again. Maybe just a smidge. turquoise. Green gold. Okay, let's do gold and white this time. And we're going to do it all again. So we'll have 3 layers. These are squeaky.
I was about to say, I kind of like your squeaky gloves.
Okay, that's a pretty full cup. That's 16 ounces though. That's how much we need for that size canvas. Okay, this little tiny cup had gold in it. I'm going to put some of this gold in there. And then we're going to put some water in it and we're going to thin it out. And then we're going to pour into that. This is one really nice thing about mixed pour. If you want to thin it out, it's very, very easy. You don't need a lot of water. So, take our canvas, make sure we're lined up. We're going to go right about there. We're going to pour this puddle of gold down first. And this does 2 things. First of all, this will spread out nice and thin, and as our other paint is rolling over it, gives us the opportunity to get some pretty gold cells coming up. And also it helps our paint slide around a little bit easier. We are going to use a flow extender, but we'll do this first. So, happy first day of the first month of the new year, HOA.
Happy to you too, my love.
Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Oh yeah, baby.
Okay, we're going to go kind of from up high, and we might put a twist on it. So, here we go. Pretty colors. Before it gets to go crazy. This is really pretty. That green gold is so beautiful next to the turquoise. I just love it. Is there any more left in here for us to go around it? Alrighty, so now we need to thin this out just a smidge because it's too thick. So we're going to put some water in this to thin it out. And this is just drips that I scrape off my table. Okay, that's it. Alright, I'm going to pour this around this one. It's got some of that iridescent blue black in it. It's also got some colored gold in it and some metallic turquoise in it. That's a very pretty color. Feels like there's a lot of flow extender on here. I'm I'm actually just going to come in and pull some more over the edges so there's not a super thick layer on there. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let's look at this for a second. I love the center. I love all of this. I love these edges. So this is really pretty. We're just going to tilt this out and see what happens, where it wants to go. I'm going to take a little bit off of the bottom over there so we don't have a nice horizontal line right on the edge. I'm putting this back. That's really pretty. We might need to lose a little bit more of this on the bottom because I like what's happening up there. I wouldn't mind opening it up a bit. That part is really cool. Just let some of this extra float down. And we're going to bring this back. I love all of that. I'm not going to point at it. I'm not going to drip in it like I did last time. That's really pretty. Do you think we could lose more of this HOA and open that up even more?
What?
This bottom edge closest to me.
Yeah, I do.
Unfortunately, that stuff is really beautiful. I'm going to turn it around so you can see it. And we're going to probably tilt it off, but it's really pretty.
choices and priorities.
Yeah. But look how beautiful this stuff is right there and
I
right
like
there.
that, yeah.
Almost a shame to lose it. But I think what's happening in this section in here is gorgeous. And I wouldn't mind opening that up. So also I'm not crazy about the straight line we've got going. So we're going to take this down a little bit again. And we're going to smoosh it over this way. And then go down again. And we're going to bring this side down. Back a little bit. Introduce a little bit of a curve there. I like it. What do you think, HOA?
That's really cool. Well, a lot of cool stuff to look at.
You think we should lose more of this and maybe have that center part come all the way to the edge?
Yeah. The eddy.
I like that. Just need to take this down just a little bit.
So what I was about to suggest is to try to bring that.
I'm going to lose a tiny bit down there on the corner off. Okay, now we're talking.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. So I do love these cells that are popping up that we're getting up here, especially on the top edge, these like big poofy boulder cells. And as it sits here, it's gonna cell up some more. So I'm gonna wipe my hands off and then we're gonna torch this and then we're gonna look at it for just a second. It did take off kind of a lot of paint. I think I had a lot of flow extender on there. Even after I took some off of there, it still felt like there was a lot. So note to self, not quite as much flow extender next time, because once there's too much paint on there, it's a balancing act. If you want to keep this side and stretch it out and you have to take some of this off, you're going to lose what's over here because you can't keep them both. So the right amount of paint. We did only have 16 ounces of paint, so this is mostly flow extender on the table. All right, let me clean up a little bit more. Then we'll torch it. I'm actually going to push this over for a second and I'm going to scrape the table off. Like this, I think. So the thing that I really love in this one, and I'm kind of glad that it's sort of the highlight of it for me, is in here. All of this like beautiful Paynes Grey outline of these big bouldery sort of cells. Really beautiful. That Paynes Grey gives it a lot of depth and dimension. I love the turquoise, the way that it's popping against that gold and the green gold and the white. I'm glad there's not a lot of white in this. These are really pretty bands. My friend Karen calls these bikini corners. Congratulations, Karen Dershit, on hitting 70,000 subscribers. I'm so proud of you. You deserve every bit of your success. Please go check out Karen from Waterfall Acrylics if you have not already, because she's an amazing artist. So I'm loving this. This again was inspired by my dear friend Gina DeLuca and her straight pours that she does, and she gets those big amazing boulder cells. Let me know what you think. Do you like the green gold? I love the green gold with the turquoise. I think it's really, really pretty. This little curve right here is kind of cool. It's sort of like fronds of seaweed. We're starting to get more cells popping up in through here, in through here. This part is amazing. I like it.
Reminds me of where SpongeBob SquarePants lives.
I was never a SpongeBob connoisseur, so I wouldn't know about that place.
Bikini Reef, that's one.
Okay. I'm not calling it Bikini Reef. Well, now we might have to. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. HOA and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and a very, very happy new year. We love you guys a lot, and we'll see you real soon. Oh, my 50th birthday is coming up on January 6th, and I do have a goal of reaching 50,000 subscribers before then. Hey, we might take a little bit of time after that, but we're about 1,200 or 1,000 away at this point. If you could please share the videos for my birthday, that would be amazing. I appreciate it so much. It's free to subscribe and free to share, so, you know, but it helps me out a lot. Thank you so much for being here with us. We'll see you real soon. Okay, so this is a couple of days later. This one is actually dry. I'm so pleased because it stopped raining. This one is Bikini Reef. This is so cool. This was the Paynes Grey and the green gold and the turquoise and the 24 karat gold and the Satin Enamels white. It turned out so pretty. I love the details in here. These really beautiful boulder cells, and these colors are just popping together. It's like so happy. I love the center part. Really beautiful. Interestingly, the green gold, I guess since we layered it next to the white and the gold, actually threw off yellow, which is kind of cool. Actually, maybe this one should go this way. Yeah, that looks better. Very cool piece though. I love all these little cells that popped up in here. Really gorgeous stuff. And like I said, these colors are amazing. That turquoise, oh wow, look at that part. That turquoise is just gorgeous. Very happy with this piece. And I still have some paint left, so probably gonna do another one like this. And this was awesome. So thank you guys so much for being here with us today. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day and are having a lovely new year. And we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.